So as we wrap up Colossians 2, there's this word Paul uses, the only place in the New Testament, called ethnothresia. So the Greek breakdown is athelo, to will, to want, to desire, to self, threskia, religion or worship or ritual service. And so together they create this idea of will worship or self-worship. It's the only place in the New Testament that it's used. So money, resources, discipline, fitness, health, all these things are good gifts from God according to 1 Timothy. But Paul's warning applies when the thing becomes the temple of the self. So in the same way, Colossians 2 warns against the severity of the body and aestheticism. Our culture today often glorifies extremes, punishing workouts, obsessive dieting, materialism, pride in how much one looks or can push through, or what discipline looks like. And that's often, I think, to mask a bondage to image and ego. So from the outside, it looks disciplined and almost religious. And Paul would ask, is this fueled by God's Spirit, or is it of the will or of the self? If it's the latter, it's athenothreskia, a form of worship without Christ at the center. Then the self becomes the spirit, the gym becomes the temple, and the gains become a god. And Paul's point in Colossians 2 is that Christ has already triumphed over powers and principalities, and we don't need to go back to these self-made, will-powered religions to find fullness. True worship is not what I can will, but what Christ has done on my behalf. Discipline is important, but it's not the ultimate. Gain is valuable, but it must flow from grace and not from pride.